Now then, and welcome back to another episode of Cactus Camouflage with Nemsun. Forever Stranded, how you doing? Today, hi, this is my face close up. I really need to get some spot cream sorted out for this this skin, this avatar today. I've pretty much carrying on from where we left off in the last episode. I do that a lot recently. I record a couple of episodes of Forever Stranded back to back, and then I catch up with it on the following week. Because at this stage, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself by doing more than we can cover in video. And then I check out the comments. So the comments this week are what I'm going to focus on straight away today. One thing that I have done, which is kind of strange, I guess, I went out that way a little bit. There's the regrowing cactus. Went out that way a little bit and picked up all of the pieces of the broken section there. I'm thinking that I'm going to get all of the broken sections of the ship and kind of rebuild the ship as best I can in some kind of storyline hope that I might power it back up and escape. Of course, I'm going to find out that I can't escape by rebuilding this ship and flying it off, so that's not going to work. But yeah, for the purposes of building the base, I would like to rebuild the ship with the parts and pieces that we have lying around to try and make it work again. Yeah. But today I want to get through a few of the comments. First comment is answering something that I technically already knew. There is Temp Info for the Tougher Than Nails mod. So slash TAN, tough as nails, or you can slash tough as nails. It's the same difference. So TAN, tough as nails, or you can spell out tough as nails, and then it's set temp is something available as well. I can set my temperature because I'm an admin on the server type thing, so I could technically set my temperature, but we're not going to be doing that. Temp Info is what you can see on the screen above now, right? That turns it on and turns it off, right? So we've got Temp Info on, and that's telling me that the equilibrium, which I don't know why that never changes, really. I don't know if there's something about that I need to consider. Let's just go inside, because it's midday sun. It's probably very, very hot out here. Where is the sun, in fact? Oh, it's going down. Okay, so it's nearly night time, so we're good. I logged back in after spending the day off the server, which is probably a bit cheaty, actually, isn't it? Because I don't suffer the heating stuff by then. But let's have a little zoom in on the equilibrium, biotemperature, time, and all that kind of stuff. So as the sun goes down, the time is -1, which means that the heat is going down. My armor gives me a -4. The season is presumably winter, so that's -4 as well. The biome temperature, desert, is +10, yeah, and all those kind of things set up kind of where the temperature is in the world that we're in, and the rate in which it makes changes is below, and it counts up to 1,000 at the minute. The biome humidity gives us a -200 to the rate in which we go. The rate in which we receive or reduce our temperature, by the looks of it. That's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go this side. When we get into water, you'll see that I also get wet. So now we can see in there we've now got -7 because we are wet. And the rate in which we are modifying our temperature is -750 because we are wet. So the water actually makes it quicker to see the modification. So when I'm wet, my temperature should reduce faster if we're at the right time of day and all that kind of stuff. Like at the minute, time of day is -3. And now I've got to be careful because the rate is reduced, so I'm going to reduce my temperature so fast now that I could actually go into hypothermia because I could be going down so much that I end up in hypothermia. So I'm going to get out of the water fast as well. Balancing temperature is a thing. And that little bit of information that's on the side of the screen there that you can see now comes from the mod wiki. I actually figured it out myself at the end of the last episode, but I would like to thank the people in the comments. Episode 3, SkyB1971. Episode 5, AFX38. Episode 6, we've got Maximum Mayhem 123. And also Kanajan. Thank you, Kana. And also Tommy. All said that they should put... Well, that is the command that we need to put in the chat, which is good. All good. All good. Now, I'm not really struggling anymore with food and water and all that kind of stuff. Now I've got a variety of things that I can eat and drink, and I've got a variety of food sources that I can get things from. I'm not really struggling. I can make water, so I can drink filtered water. I actually filtered the canteen full of water, and I've got water bottles, so I've got all the food and water and all that kind of stuff sorted. My temperature seems to be fairly well sorted as well. There is one more thing that was suggested in the comments. Let's get out here, can I? Nope, I haven't done that yet. Hold on. I've got to infest some more leaves. It was suggested that by Robert Atkinson that I take ice cubes and keep them in my inventory. 2.5 to 3 stacks of ice cubes, he said, in my inventory will keep me cool. Well, 52 doesn't change this in any way, shape or form, so I'm putting that back in there. But I do need to go and keep getting silky leaves. I need to keep getting infested leaves from this tree over here to be able to sieve them and then get some more ice cubes from the infested leaves, which is a crazy kind of mechanic, but I guess that's the mechanic we've got. Yeah, that's the mechanic we got. One more thing then. Let's do another quick thing before we take a short break. No, it wasn't that hole. We're trying to set up some kind of water below ground, and it was mentioned by Duncan Webb in the comments that there is a thing, that there is a place below here. I should really do another pick, because I just lost that block for no reason whatsoever. Let's make ourselves an iron pick now, because we've got the iron, and I can get more iron fairly easily. I've been doing it for a while now. Let's do that. And we've only really got a couple of torches. Let's see about making some charcoal over here while we're gone. We'll put some charcoal in there and cook it up and do that all sorts of stuff while we have a look down here. Now, I've already been down here to have a look, and I put water down there. I was originally going down to actually put water in the right place and see if it cooled me down any, see if it changed my temperature. And right down there we could see it. But then Duncan Webb said there's an interesting structure at Y22. So I thought, oh, let's have a look. Oh yes, it is an interesting structure down here. What's going on down here then, eh? We've got a little abandoned mine shaft. Now, I don't know if this is an abandoned mine shaft that has been made particularly by Sheridan for this pack, or whether it is randomly generated in the world, even though we've got a section of the world that, well, is supposed to be like a flat world. Do they still generate in flat worlds if you put structures on? There's a creeper down there. But it doesn't look like there is anything interesting in here. There might be a spawner or something down here somewhere. But to be honest, I don't think we're meant to go in there. So I don't think it's part of the questing pack and all that kind of stuff to get in here and do anything in particular. So I'm not too concerned. Oh, Bat, you just scared the life out of me nearly. Yeah, there's not really anything down here to think much about. No little chests or anything like that. There's actually... Oh, there's a cave spider spawner up there. Oh, active. I just activated the cave spider spawner. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. See if I can get away from him before it comes at me. Looks like I did. Good. Okay. And now I'm feeling very cold. Maybe because I'm so far down... Okay, so cave spider spawner. Do I ever want a cave spider? Do I ever want cave spider spawners? I don't really think I do. And I've also just nearly frozen myself by being down here so far. So I'm going to get back up to the heat sources pretty quick. So down here, was it altitude? -2 altitude on the temperature thing. There we go. So my altitude was gives us a -2. Let's see what we get for altitude when it changes. Oh, so over 40 is a -1. And we keep going up all the way to the top. How much do we get when we get to like 60? Or is it above sea level? Above sea level, altitude changes. Yeah, above sea level, 65. Above sea level, altitude changes. Okay. Well, that's good. Oh, I'm just freezing myself again. Let's just make it daytime. If I sleep, make it day, then we should be able to make it hot outside, and then I can just wander outside and warm up rather than taking my armor off and everything. Let's just go and warm up out here. Hi, warm sunny day. I'm so glad you're here. This is the first time I've been freezing cold in this mod pack so far. First time I've ever been freezing cold in this mod pack. It's a different situation to be in, going further down. So obviously the altitude will make a difference about the water as well, which was another little question we had about placing water and walking in water. The gelid suit gives us -100 to the rate it goes in and a -4 overall. But it doesn't keep us warm. There is actually a wool that you can wear to keep you warm, I found out in the Banished series. And we use that quite a bit. But right now, I've got to get some bits and pieces done because I've got another idea for something else we want to do today. Okay, so we're kind of starting at the basics of Ex Nihilo at the minute, and a lot of you in the comments are probably going to tell me again to get a heavy sieve with an iron sieve grill thing, right? an iron grill. Yeah. In my Discord chat for my Patreons, Magic Dad has already told me about it, and I believe someone told me before Magic Dad did, and I believe Magic Dad's also put it in the comments a couple of times as well, possibly because I ignored him, not deliberately, but I didn't answer him. I didn't say thank you for that. That's cool, because I was busy doing something else at the time. So we've got a heavy sieve with iron in it to sort out, right? Now, I want to do some more automation of stuff. Let's see, is that cooked? Yes, it's cooked. Awesome. That was all of my iron supplies. So I crushed up the iron ore, made iron sand. Iron ore sand, I think it was. Then I broke iron ore sand with a hammer and made iron ore powder. And went from 11 ingots to 15 ingots. And yeah, that was good. That was good. But sieving stuff can be better. Now, an iron mesh and things like that are supposed to be much better. Do I have some sticks? No, I'll just make some sticks. Making a heavy sieve is supposed to be the cheat in the thing in the mod pack. It's kind of a cheat in the mod pack. Let's get rid of that. Let's make 2 of them. Putting these in place, is it like that? Yes. So then we make 2 of them. Making these heavy sieves is slightly better than making the not so heavy sieves, and then placing iron bars and making them into a heavy mesh is supposed to be even better. Iron meshing. So let's put them over here for now. I'm going to find much better places for these things in the end, don't worry. So we've got this iron mesh in an oak sieve from X-Compression. And it looks like the cobble that I had available is enough to compress 1 bit of gravel. So 9 blocks of gravel in together. So this is what I'm looking for at the minute, right? Sieving gravel. So we can't sieve an individual piece of gravel. We have to use compressed. And then the compressed gravel kind of sieves 9 at a time. So I end up with the results of sieving all 9 at once. Like broken bits of this and that and the other. But what I actually want, overall, is diamonds. Because gravel, the uses of gravel from sifting is diamonds. That's pretty much the only way to get diamonds in this pack. Or the only way, other than making that, finding the ore somewhere. Ex Nihilo Sieve. World Gen, doesn't look like they're going to find anything in there. We've got some dungeon chests. We could grind ore out when we get ore from something. But to get diamonds at this early stage, it's ex nihilo sieve, sieving gravel. So I've got to make cobblestone, hammer it into gravel to be able to get diamonds, to be able to use the diamonds to make an auto sieve, auto sieve, or auto hammerer even. To make a diamond hammer, to automatically hammer stuff, I need a lot of iron and a diamond hammer. And to auto sieve, I'm going to need a lot of iron and some glass panes. That's easy enough to get the auto sieve done. But there's also an auto heavy sieve, which would be nicer. If I can do some auto packaging and compacting and all that kind of stuff and get things sorted. But first I need to make lots and lots of cobblestone, which means I can either sieve lots and lots of cobblestone, lots and lots of dirt to find those bits to make cobblestone, or I can make a cobblestone generator from tiny progressions. And I just need 6 cobblestone, a piece of glass, a bucket of lava and a bucket of water. Now I do recall that I made a bucket for lava the other day. I probably need another metal bucket, so I'm going to do another metal bucket. And so we'll get a bucket of lava and a bucket of water. I'm also going to need to do some more bits and pieces. There's the water. Also going to need to do some more bits and pieces to get some more cobble, I think, because I just used the last of it on there. But this crucible that we made in the previous episode has now got 2 buckets of lava worth in it. So we've now got the bucket of lava. I just need a piece of glass, which is literally a bit of sand cooked up in it. And I need some cobble, which I could actually make the cobble maybe as well. Or maybe there's 5. Oh, I need 5 and I needed 6. So I need another little bit of small stone. Did I put any more in here? No. Oh my dang it. I really need a little bit more of cobble. One more piece of cobble. Okay. So I guess I'm just going to have to get some more dirt sorted out and sieve that a little bit. Meanwhile, let's cook some glass. I will see this bit out. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Fuel pellets from progressive automation. And I'll put a fuel pellet in there and a piece of glass. And that we should actually only do 1, but we'll see how many it can do off a fuel pellet. I think it's a 1-to-1. Also mentioned in the comments, progressive automation pellets. Yep, there's a bit of glass, so that's that good. Okay. And I need to get some more dirt and make some more pebbles appear. I did do a little bit here because I just chopped those trees down. So I've got 1 piece of dirt. If I'm going to be lucky enough. Can I be lucky enough? Can I be lucky enough to do it on camera? Get off me. Door catching me. Let's see. Can I get enough to make another piece of cobblestone? Need 2 bits of dirt. 2 bits of stone. Yes! Awesome! Okay, there we go. That's it. So now this goes across there like this. And there like that. The cobble on one side, the water on the other side, and the glass in the middle. And we make a cobblestone generator. It says that it can output to the inventory above and output to a hopper below. Gave me the buckets back as well. Awesome. So with that, let's not do that. Let's do this and put those things away. With that, I should be able to then be able to do automation of things now, which is good. So we can. I definitely don't want it indoors, but I'm going to put it indoors for starters. Okay, so is it going to need me to put a chest on the top? Can I not open the chest because of that there? Aha, there we go. So now we don't have to worry about the cobble anymore. And when we've got the cobble, now I can place the cobble down around here, like a so, and we can smash into the gravel, and then I can take the gravel, obviously, and put the gravel through the sieve, and potentially get diamonds. And once I've got my first diamond, then we'll be coming back, because I will be wanting to make that auto hammer, the auto hammer, so that I can hammer this cobblestone automatically. And I'm hoping that a hopper into this out of that will do the job nicely. So we'll have a little bit of an automation system to make gravel and cobble. And from gravel we can make sand, I believe. Let's just test it. Make sure I remember my ex nihilio. Okay, so hammering gravel makes sand. Yeah, and of course we've got tons of sand out and about in the world. But if we hammer sand, we make dust. And so all of the things are then available from the cobble era through the gravel, sand and dust. And we're at the first stage of automating all of that with my first diamond. At least I think it's just one diamond. Let's see. I actually need the first 2 diamonds by sifting through loads and loads of cobble and then making lots and lots of gravel and sieving it through these things here. Okay, well, that didn't take too long to get the diamonds, and then it was just possibly more time consuming getting the iron, because we didn't really get a lot of iron or broken iron ore from the initial sieving of all the gravel. So what we got now is another 14 iron ore dust. Awesome. Near enough everything we need. Well, actually, almost positively everything we need. We needed 6. We got 6 there. Throw all this stuff away. There should be some more here. Crushed aluminium ore is not going in there for some reason. I'm going to have a big sort out of all this stuff soon, aren't I? We've also got crushed copper ore, and Certis quartz is full. It's because they're full. Yeah. They're full up to bursting at the minute. 6, 7, 8. I need 10, I think. I think I need 10 to get started. We'll do this way around. We've got pressure plates. Yeah, I need 2 of those pressure plates. And then 6 iron ingots plus the hammer gives us exactly what we need to make the auto hammerer. I've already used some up on a hopper, you see, which is why I'm redoing all of this stuff. And the hammer was just a straightforward hammer, wasn't it? Would help if I did a straightforward stick recipe to go with that straightforward hammer. My first 2 diamonds do that, and then that goes in the middle, they go top bottom, and then this is an auto hammerer. I might need a bit of power for this. I may need power for it. Let's have a look. Yes, I'm going to need some RF power for it. So I need to now start checking on where we're getting power from. Okay, so we've got the auto hammerer, and we've got the copper, and we've got the cobblestone generator, which is generating plenty of cobblestone. So we've got those 3 key components, but I need some power for the auto hammerer. So let's have a look at what the quests are that we've got at the minute. Now, I know for a fact that there is a quest for power here. I think this one goes into gold ore, that's a loot chest and that kind of stuff. I need to make a bone crook for that. I don't think I've got enough bones to make a bone crook. I've only got 3 bones to make a bone crook, so I'll have to do some more slaughtering of things for that. Okay. I wish the quest page would stay open, that'd be nice. Metal sand, so getting all of these different ingots and stuff, all the various different types of ingots cooked up, gives me a basic capacitor bank and 2 photovoltaic cells, which are solar panels, of course. Now the solar panels, let's have a look to see what the recipe is for a cell, just so we know. That's something we can probably do because we've got enough materials to make that. But oh yeah, it's Ender IO, and the Ender IO alloy smelter recipe is going to be hard enough. I think we could possibly do it with a fair bit of work. We could make something along these lines. The vibrant alloy, I think that's the hardest part because it requires. Well, where is the casting? Okay, where is the? There it is. Yeah, it needs ender pearls, so we're gonna have to kill enderman for that one. And then this one is also going to be glowstone dust. And I think we've been getting some glowstone dust, but it's going to be very difficult. So we're better off at this stage in the game. Yeah, there's some glowstone dust in there. We're better off at this stage of the game to complete the quest and then go forwards from there. And the quest required me to just basically smelt up a load of the things that I've already got and make some ingots. And once I've got those ingots, we can get this power supply, and I can quickly set up this little auto sifting thing before the end of today's episode. My head has gone numb and my nose is bunged up. But that's me in reality. Yes, my wife brought a cold home. Thank you very much, wifey. Okay, so these, right, I've spent a little time collecting all the ingots to complete this quest. Detect, submit, and then it takes them. It's a retrieval task, so it takes them all. It consumes them. It takes all of my valuable things away. But it does give me some capacitors things, doesn't it? Say it does, please. Say it does. Claim. I've got a claim choice. Oh, of choice. Okay. Photobiotic cells are my choice, because the capacitor bank I can probably make. So I'm going to claim those. And I hope the loot chests don't have stuff like that in there. Okay, we've got those. That's good. Can I make moving stuff around? Transfer pipes? I can make transfer pipes, I guess, in then. That's good. So that's a nice, easy things to start around with. Quest complete. Metal sand. But now we do have the photobiotic cells, which means that I can come out here. And so long as nothing's going to try and eat me... In fact, I'm going to go the other way. Because I made a door out of the other side of the plane. Because I got sick of walking all the way around. So I've got a door coming out the other side of the plane. Where we've got all of the stuff that I was working on over here previously. And all this stuff, dust-wise. I want to have this set up like so. And this needs some RF. So let's put... Well, we can put cells either side of it, I think. No, we can't put cells either side of it. We've got to put cells on the top of it. Is that going to work? Yeah, cells on top of it. Okay, so that means that I've got enough to make another cell powered as well, until we get to the point where we're going to make capacitor banks and all that kind of stuff. And I've got to put hammers in. I guess I'm going to have to put some decent hammers in there as well, aren't I? Okay. It looks like maybe I need to put at least a diamond hammer in, so that'll be taking a little bit of time to do. But then I can put this into here like so. And that doesn't have anything in at the minute, but if I put the cobble gen on top of that, we should see that we get cobblestone going in there. Oh, okay, it doesn't need the hammers. The hammers probably give it a bonus, if anything. Alright, so then it's making gravel for me out of this stage. So now it's also making gravel for me, which is awesome. And if I put a chest on the top of the cobble gen, then I'll also have cobble and gravel being produced, as and when. Doesn't look like it's being very successful. It's just taking a lot of power to get to this. It's taking a lot of power. It's not very efficient right now. Okay, but I can leave it on. I can leave it on overnight. The cell only produces 10 RF per tick, and it's consuming 40. So I need to now think of another power source, another simple little power source that can produce 40 RF per tick. Maybe these cells were not the best plan. There is, of course, the Ender IO stuff, but actually, we're going to finish up the episode, so I'll finish it up out here, standing next to my latest contraption. So, yes, we will figure that out for the next episode. I'm going to go away and do it almost straight away, but you'll see it in a couple of days. Thank you very, very much for watching today's episode. Don't forget to leave them likes and those comments down below. I will get to all your comments, and we'll have a rundown on the comments start of next week. But for now, leave all your tips and tricks down below. Thank you very much for watching another episode of Forever Stranded with Nemsun. I will see you in the next very soon. Goodbye.